Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have JFK, One Day in America. What is that one day? It's the day he was assassinated. November 1963, Dealey Plaza in Dallas, Texas. This is one of those moments in history that changes a nation forever. And we've had many prior to this, Abraham Lincoln, and we've had many since. But this is the first one dealing with a president on television and his assassination filmed live and broadcast to the world. As he's going around the country trying to drum up support for his reelection campaign with his wife in tow, who really doesn't like politics and really doesn't really want to be in any politics type stuff. But in this case, she did choose to come along, and it changed her life definitely forever. This is from 2023. It's 3 episodes long. Each of the episodes are about 45 minutes long each, and it's from National Geographic. So this is treated as a sober, real-world kind of documentary. It's not creating speculation or conspiracy theories, or it's not about digging into Lee Harvey Oswald or a second shooter and all that other BS. That it has nothing. It doesn't deal with that necessarily. I've only watched the first episode, which takes us through his final moments and when the world was told that the president had passed. And the next second episode deals with Lee Harvey Oswald. And the third is revenge. And that's basically the fate of Lee Harvey Oswald. And you already know how that goes with Jack Ruby. So if you know this history. If you don't know this history, this honestly is fascinating to watch, even if you weren't around at that time, like I was not. And then, by the way, there's no shortage of documentaries and conspiracy theory websites and YouTube videos and movies like Oliver Stone's JFK film and things like that. So, yeah, there's no shortage of content that talks about this one day in America. But, and the fallout that comes from all of it. But this one it's really well done because it focuses on the people, not the ideas and theories and everything else. There's footage in this that I've never seen before. I don't religiously look at everything that ties into this moment, but I do. It's more interesting to see the people and how they were affected right up close. From the people who were literally there, just dress their kids up in their Sunday best and take them out to the Dealey Plaza to wait for the motorcade to drive by, and realizing moments later that they would be shielding their children with their own bodies after the gunfire rings out. So nobody ever wants to be in that kind of situation. But we get even closer when we hear Clint Hill, a Secret Serviceman who is assigned to Jackie at all times, and basically nothing happens with Jackie without his knowledge or approval in just about any situation. And we get to see he's some of the last people that were involved in that era, that time, to be able to talk about this. There's other people throughout this. Different correspondents and other people working in the administration who were there. And we get older. Sometimes our memory doesn't work too well. This is the kind of thing that no matter how much you might get dementia in your later years, I have a feeling that these people can't forget it, even if they wanted to. It's burned into your brain. And it's unsettling. And the good thing about this is that it's not gratuitous. We know that he was assassinated. We know he was shot. It's not the Zapruder film when it's back and to the left. No, this is, you see the shot once. They don't go back and play it again. They don't cut away when the shot hits. There's always this desire, I think, with people when they make these documentaries that they need to show every angle. Oh my gosh, she's crawling out of the seat to the back of the car, and the Secret Service is there, and then they got to speed up and put... Yeah. there's a lot to capture in that moment. And because this is an era in which, honestly, he was probably the first president to really take advantage of television as part of his foundation. Clinton with the internet, Bill Clinton with the internet in the mid 90s is kind of that same thing. The internet existed before Clinton became president, but it really didn't until he was fully in office. Same with George W. Bush after him. And with this, there's presidents that that were on television before JFK, but JFK, he had that movie star handsomeness that made you want to watch him. But honestly, in this, we realize that he's just a tag along in this era because everybody wants to see Jackie. She's beautiful. She's just classy as anything. And people turn out in droves to support the president because she's on the road with him. And this is a moment that, while she survived it, I know that it's something that she probably wishes she had not been there to experience, but she also got to spend, as horrible as it was, to spend spend their final moments together. It's you get to, from the people who were there, you get to hear about the most harrowing moment for the Kennedy family, at least until brother Bobby is assassinated as well. It seemed to be a trend at the time. So this is definitely, again, not sensationalist, not tabloid-esque. Our first episode deals with the assassination. The second one deals with the manhunt for Lee Harvey Oswald. And the third episode deals with the fallout once they capture him. What happens to him? Well, some of you might know the name Jack Ruby. So that episode, I think, is called Revenge, and it sort of balances the scales. Again, no conspiracy theory stuff in this. None of that BS floating around. There might be a mention of it in a later episode, but it is not the focus. So if you want something that's historical, something that is moving, it is emotional. When you see the look on the people's faces and can put yourself into that time, if you don't get a little misty-eyed, I'd be surprised. When I watch these kind of things, I try to put myself in that crowd. I try to put myself in the place of the people who were there as best as they can explain it. And a lot of times, it's really difficult for them to explain what they experienced and then, not just get 1,000-yard stare. Some points, there's a couple cuts where they're just the camera's on them, and they just get this blank stare that lingers. And it happens a lot in this first episode, especially as the act is fresh in the minds of everybody, because it literally shows what happened in that moment and the hours that followed as the announcement is made across the world. Again, all of us have these moments. We know these moments. For me, it's the Challenger explosion when I was in high school, and it is 9/11. Those are kind of things that you know where you were in that moment when it happened. My brain does not work well. What happened in the last 25 years? Almost 25 years since 9/11. That is massive. That shifts everything on a scale across the world. I can't think of too many things. I can't think of anything right off the bat that affects everyone. But yeah, no, and it's not the first assassination. It probably won't be the last, unfortunately. But this is the kind of thing that if you want a documentary that shows you history and gives you a point of view from the people who were there without the sensationalism, this is what you want to watch. So I've set this already to to add to my list of things to finish. I'm going to definitely be watching the next 2 episodes next chance I get. But yeah, again, you can look at every other movie or TV series or alternate reality story and every YouTube conspiracy theory documentary thing you can think of. There's no shortage of those things, but I'd rather go with reality. I'd rather go with it's not exhaustive, it's just set in reality. So give it a shot if you get a chance. Let's pick tomorrow's episode. 76. Don't have to go very far. Look at that. We got a short from 1948. JFK was just a kid. Ish. Here we go. Oh, he was probably in the PT 109. No, this is after the war. 48 was after the war. Never mind. Okay, number 76, Inferior Decorator. 1948. I think this is Donald Duck. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. It could be goofy. But Inferior Decorator from 1948 is a short, and it's what we're watching next in the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.